Rick Warren once said, "It is wise to learn from experience and wiser to learn from experience of others." I'm going to demystify that quote by saying that we learn more through experience of others. At this point in time, allow me to introduce few professionals whom we were able to interact with, just to give us few tips on how they were able to survive the new work environment. Thank you and enjoy.
Allow me to give you around 5 tips on how to survive in a new work environment. Tip number 1, observe the lay of the land. What do I mean by this? Observe the work environment. If you notice that people in that work environment tend to be individualistic, by that I mean they make independent decisions, they work independently, and they also work with very minimal supervision and guidance. Take note of that. On the other hand, if you realize people in that work environment are collaborative, it means they share ideas, they communicate well with one another, and there's a lot of teamwork. Learn about that and be able to know where to fit in. Why? Because this will help you to be able to interact well with your co-workers for any assignment, for any project that you'll be given in future. You'll be able to know that this company, people are individualistic, or in this company, people are collaborative. That will help you with those assignments. Tip number 2, be friendly. For anyone that come across your way, be friendly. Greet them, smile with them, ask them questions. For how long have you worked in this company? Get to know them. This will help you with your interaction later, with communication, how to communicate with them in future. Be friendly. It doesn't mean that you have to dish out cookies that you carried from home, but ask small questions. Tip number 3, ask smart questions. What do I mean by smart questions? Definitely when you join that environment, there'll be something called on-the-job training. Have your notebook. Ask why questions. Ask basic questions. Ask critical questions and note them down. I'm sure when you're doing your interview, probably you mentioned you're a fast learner. Ask those questions now instead of asking the same questions a year later. If you don't understand, please open your mouth. Ask them questions so that you understand now. It will be upsetting when you ask the same questions 1 year, 2 years later. You'll act like a slow learner. Number 4, identify the low-hanging fruits for improvement. What do I mean by this? What are the areas of improvement that you need to identify in that area, because you've learned a lot of things there? What are those things that you realize? For example, could you realize that things are being done in a slow manner just because they are not automated in their processes? Learn how to automate their Excel. Learn how to come up with solutions that will speed up those efficiency in that work environment. That will help you, because once you realize that, be the one on the lead. Approach your manager. Recommend that this is how I want things to be done in this company. Be the one on the lead and the others will follow once it is approved. Definitely, while doing this, please don't forget to note it down, because when it comes to performance review, these are some of the things that you'll come up with, and it will help improve on your bonus or on your salary. Finally, learn how the processes work. How does the system work in this company? How does the function work in this company? Play around with the software. Get to know how the process works. This will help you to be confident enough to even give your report on how the processes work, how or maybe why the process is failing. Yeah, it is very important to learn about the processes, the function, and the system.
There's one key point that I always tell people, regardless of how work environment is like, always focus on your work. Let nobody have a reason to terminate your services because one, you are unproductive within the workspace. Okay, and you have the guts, confront your immediate supervisor individually. Don't go as a group. Go and explain yourself. Let you understand why she behaves the way they are behaving. Okay. And the other thing, or the other tip that I found very workable for me was I changed the way I communicated. I changed the game and I started documenting everything so that tomorrow don't come and tell me I didn't say that, or it looks so bad. And eventually I planned for my exit strategy. It took long, but I was able to set up a very peaceful work environment when I applied the 4 tips that I have shared. Yeah? Focus on your work. That is very critical. Number 2, confront your immediate supervisor individually. Don't go as a group. It look like an attack. Okay? And then number 3, document everything. Change the communication channel. Always have a backup. And finally, plan your exit strategy.
I'm so delighted, and indeed, we learn through experience of others. I hope you've been able to learn something and pick a tip or two for you to be able to survive your new environment, your next new environment. Please subscribe, follow us, like, comment for more videos so that you're not left behind. Remember, every day is a learning day, and we learn through experience of others.